SABMiller is the world's second biggest brewer by volume and has a market cap of 805.3 billion rand. Headquartered in London, it has more than 200 beer brands in over 75 countries across 6 continents. The group is also one of the world's largest bottlers of Coca-Cola products. It trades on a price-to-earnings ratio of 31.6 and a dividend yield of 1.4%. Ooh, the PE. Shall we start with the PE?
Yeah, no, that thing's been going well. Look, we're long this one in the hot stocks.
Oh, so you like this one for all the reasons that you didn't like the other.
Well spotted. You begin to work out how it works.
And lots of consistency in your investment philosophy, I see.
I mean, alcohol has also got many social side effects, but it's been with us longer, and the company has found ways of going into very similar strategy, actually.
Clients also have a committed relationship with SAB, as you so smartly
yes,
put it
but understand, SABMiller wants to be in the premium end of the market, so they don't want to be in the sort of shebeen sorghum type environment. They want to try and get people drinking expensive clear lagers. That's why they've been buying all these global brands like Anheuser-Busch and Foster's and Grolsch and so on, and trying to upsell people across the globe. But a very good success story, London-based. Everybody loves the management team, likes the product. There's been a lot of consolidation in the industry. They've been a massive winner.
I'm sure your consistency has just blown Warren right out of the water here. He doesn't know what he's saying. How do you feel about that investment philosophy?
Well, it goes with my share, so I'm going to back it for now.
So SAB also firmly in your book as the key defensive to hold?
Definitely from a defensive point of view, key defensive. It has run hard. Most of the people who don't like the share, I know, are people who took profit on it 200 Rand ago, and I think that's the challenge with the share, is to commit to buying it at such a high price. But again, from a defensive point of view, it's one of those that's going to keep going up, and good times, bad times, people keep drinking. It's going to be bringing profits for the company.
We're still seeing a lot of acquisitive activity from SABMiller. Do you think that trend is going to continue going forward?
I think so, because globally beer is a product which is fairly commoditized, but there are opportunities to do efficiency improvements. It's not just them, more incidentally, it's also the Brazilians, as you know, with Anheuser-Busch, InBev. I don't even know what they call themselves
is
anymore.
in an acquisitive phase.
They've been doing that. Look, I think there are anxieties there at the fringes. You know that in America, which is the leading consumer market in the world, beer consumption has actually declined because it's seen as a working class drink. Young people now either drink alco pop drinks, or they drink wine if they're really upmarket, or they drink vodka with mixers. So that whole beer thing is sort of a bit of a concern. China is there. Remember, SABMiller's got a big business in China. That's an interesting
that could be a value unlock going forward, exploiting the Chinese environment?
Definitely, especially if you consider that the Chinese population, just its sheer volume. To be honest, America is the biggest consumer of beer at the moment. But if you look at the growth rates, I mean, Asia and Africa, that's where the real growth in beer consumption is happening, and that's also where SAB is targeting its growth.
And they're well positioned to take advantage of that. Is there any potential downside here?
There is potential downside in terms of pullbacks. Jittery investors in the market pull their money out of the market, and you're going to see markets pull down across the board. But the advantage of SAB is it continuously pays dividends. You're going to see less of a pullback, and it's got institutional investors.
So it will hold its own through a downturn.
It'll hold its own, and the thing is, if you hold it for 3 years plus, you'll still be in the share on the upside of whatever downturns we see coming.
You're not going to let this one go anytime soon, are you?
No, I think we'll hold on to it. Look, I am also mindful that it's done so well, and its earnings expectations are very significant. They are going to look for volume growth and margin improvement and
remind me of the
new
PE
deals.
again. What's it sitting at?
It's right up there around 30. But
way above 18. Just
the normal sort of rule
out.
of thumb for global stocks in this environment would be sort of 20 to 25. Because remember, it's playing in the larger global pool where earnings multiples are higher. And that's where the bulk of its shareholders are. Altria owns 23%. The Domingo family owns another 13%. But I think it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going, keep rolling. And I wouldn't hesitate, though, to get anxious if we had a generalized sort of sell-off, because I think it could also go down.
But you don't think that a generalized sell-off is going to happen in the near term? Hot or not on SABMiller, Warren?
I'm going to go with hot.
Hot or not, Paul?
Look, I'm hot still, but somewhat anxious.